Good evening, everybody. Now, I say good evening, but by the time this is recorded, uploaded, and processed, it could be any time, anywhere in the world. So let's get started. Again, 131. I think we're on pretty good pace here. So the first thing in my notes is I'm going to show you the long way to the next area. So we're going to go explore this right side of the map. And then I'll go a faster way. But I just thought it'd be good to just show you basically most of the areas of the game. So let's go the long way. And I think it's also the route that most people would go, especially if you were playing casually. Well, I am playing casually, but you know what I mean. Back in the wrecked ship. And I want to go in here. Visit the spiky room of death. Not quite so intimidating now that I have 10 energy tanks, plus I think 3 reserves, so I'm pretty well equipped. Yes, you pretty much need the gravity suit to get out of here. And there might be a way to do it without it, but it's beyond my knowledge. But if you're like playing this game competitively, you don't really have much of a reason to go this way. In fact, this area is called the Forgotten Highway because people forget about it, because they don't use it. But here we are on the Maridia elevator. So this whole area rarely visited. So we're up here on the top right, and oh, there's the little spot that we were in before, between Red Tower and Crade. It's just a save in there, if you want to use it. I don't. Oh, I could be really smooth and just roll under all this stuff. I have a gravity suit now. And just to show you this next screen, we'll just let this guy grab us. This part doesn't make a difference really that much whether you let him grab you or not, because you just end up in this room anyway, but we're just down at the bottom. And this is one of the unique features of Maridia. It's not really an elevator. I guess I kind of consider it just like a long pipe. But But that's the only it's the only feature like that in the game. Of course, there is a spoiler alert. There is one intra-area elevator in the game, which we will see eventually. Oh hey, this kind of reminds you of the pipe between Parade and Red Tower. So, am I gonna go down here, or no, actually I won't. I'll come back and get map data. Spoiler alert, map data is down there. Come and get map data on the next trip. So this is a green gate, and you open it with a super missile. But you can open these types of gates from the other side, as well as blue gates from the other side using either wave beam, which should work anyway, but you can also use missiles and super missiles if the gate's blue. If the gate's green, you gotta use super missiles. So you can, and it's also worth pointing out that the only gates that you can open the wrong way are the one without the wave beam when it's a blue gate, are ones where the switch is on the left. If the switch is on the right, you're kind of SOL. There's a few exceptions, like the one in Pinkprint Star, but that's rare. So what you want to do here is just sort of, you're just like a few pixels to the right, and you've got your angle up, and you just sort of jump and shoot before you hit the ceiling. Like that. So it takes a number of tries. There's no super duper consistent way to get it. Like even the best runners will want to have more than one super missile so that they can get multiple tries at it. But anyway, now that we've gone through that gate the wrong way, we don't have to break this pipe. Look at this. Just a perfect pipe. We can preserve the pipe, but no, we're not actually going to do that, but it is possible. So let's run cartridge. Back at it. And this time we'll go directly down to the pipe. And as I have in my notes, 170, 30, 35, 10, and 3. So I'm right where I'm supposed to be. This can be, it's kind of like getting all the missiles. It's kind of like trying to find all the pieces of heart in Link to the Past. You can just, it's easy to sort of forget where you were, and there's lots of out of the way collection. Okay, so from here on down, this could probably be, I think it will be our last time through here, so take a good long last look. I'll just, that's intentional. Because, I want you all to take a long last look. I wanted to make sure I got to show that off, right? Okay. Yeah, since you basically have to start your serious entry into Maridia from the bottom, it just makes sense to go this way instead of going down through Maridia just to get to the bottom of it. Okay. I never really enjoy breaking that pipe, but it's definitely required unless you're gonna do that green gate glitch. Okay, so oh yeah, map data. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go do that. There's no, you know, I mean, yeah, we can get it later, but it makes more sense to get it now. You know, when you need it. So here you go. And we got lots left to explore. And our friend is somewhere over there on the right. You know, the previous couple friends that I met this way, they haven't been all that friendly, but maybe this will be the exception. Maybe this time it'll be different. Okay, so, and here's a green gate that there's, as far as I know, there's no way to open this one from the other side, so. So for those thinking, oh, we could just wall jump up that little hole and open that green gate the wrong way, nah, can't happen. So yeah, as far as I know, the only way to show off standing on the intact pipe is actually to come all the way down from the wrecked ship. Okay, I want to mostly get this room clear. Okay, I want to open that door. Alright, so I'm going to run, and then down here, to Shine Spark. I'm going to walk over to this second plant and jump up. And there we go, we got the missiles. Probably one of the harder ones to get in the game. My uncle apparently was trying again and again and again for quite a while. So, shoutouts to my uncle for that one. Okay. So what's next on my list? Well, we'll get those super missiles that we may have seen climbing up. The area that we were just in climbing up is called Main Street. And I'm not sure what the big area that we're in now is called. Stay tuned to Will Matheson's YouTube channel for all the accurate facts. Okay, now I want to... Yes, I do want to go down there. Okay, so... I'm gonna go this way. Down. Huh. This guy's pretty tough. I don't know if I actually have any way to kill them right now. Oh, charge beam maybe? No? Okay, so in this room you've got some little critters and the mama turtle. Okay, so I want to get a ride up and then do that. Of course, then the hard part is getting off. Okay, and now I want to go over here and just gonna get another ride up and get some missiles. Alright, so that's all for that room. The Mama Turtle room. Oh, I guess I can speed booster them. But yeah, that's the only way I have to kill those red pirates right now, I think, is speed booster. Okay, now this room is quite a challenge, but I'll show you an easy way if you don't feel like you're up to the challenge. But we'll do it the intended way first. Okay, so we're gonna grapple. Keep on grappling on. Grapple on. We'll come back for this door later. Grapple on. Ah, come on. Can I get up here? Can I get up enough to... Let's just run off the edge of this. There we go. Much better than having to start all over. There we go. Last one. There we go. That's the intended way, but there's an easier way, and probably necessary if you're playing randomizer and you don't have grapple. So there's a technique called the gravity jump, and the way it works is that when you don't have gravity suit on, you know, it's much harder to move around. You see how everything's really slow, can't really jump very high, but notice how slowly I come down. So we're going to basically get the best of both worlds. We're going to get the jump of having gravity, but we're going to get like the deceleration of not having gravity. So you want to basically, this would be the place to do it. You want to pause and then do your jump as late as possible before the menu actually kicks in. So I'm going to pause and start jumping, and I'm going to turn off the gravity suit on pause and still holding B. And look, I got all the way up here. And we're just going to do that once more. Gravity suit on pause, jump. Undo the gravity suit. And up we go. Easy as pie. That's probably actually easier than grappling across. But it is a glitch, so you may not want to use it. And that's also a good way for doing the lava dive that I sort of showed earlier. Probably a lot easier than doing wall jumps, which I was trying to do. Is there anything over here? I feel like there's something over here. But I could just be dreaming in Technicolor. Yeah, no, there's nothing over here. But anyway, now you know, there's nothing over here. Okay. There is something over here. Okay, I figured there was something. There we go. Thank you for providing me a convenient foothold. Missiles? And more supers. Can't have enough supers. One of my favorite parts of randomizer is because, and they kind of have to do this because you may or may not find charge beam in your travels, and you need to be able to defeat bosses. They'll actually seed more super missiles into the game, so you know you could get over the maximum of super missiles that you ordinarily get. And spoiler alert, it's 50 in the regular game, but in randomizer you can get more. So you can have a lot of fun with having loads and loads of super missiles. And they also put in a counter. They also modify the HUD slightly so that it tells you not just the current number you know, I have 34 missiles now, but it would say 34 out of 35 or whatever it is that I have right now. Which I think I might have 40 right now. See, that's the thing. It's really nice to have that HUD, and you know, it's kind of hard without it. Yeah, let's save here. Why not? Now, I wonder if I should show... is it here? There we go. Yeah, I mean, you could grapple across or grapple up, but, you know, who's got time for that? Okay, these are... I guess we call them Metroids. I don't know if that's their official name. So, okay, yeah, so there's speed booster blocks in here. So ordinarily you've got to have gravity suit plus speed booster, but there's a trick. If I can get it. He says. I'm always never sure of what position I'm supposed to be in to do this. Oh, that's what we do. Okay, you hold down and press jump. Down and jump, and then it causes you to... Anyway, so that's the ice clip, but now we'll just do this the real way. So you have to use that quite a bit in randomizer, because you're often here without speed booster. Sometimes you're even here without gravity suit, but this would be about almost as far as you'd be expected to be able to go without gravity suit. And that's really, you know, I think I've gotten here once without gravity suit, and it wasn't fun, and it wasn't fast. I should be using supers on this guy. Why am I using charge shots? I get supers for days. I guess I did only have 35 supers. Okay. Did I not get the crab supers? I think, why do I have... Well... Yeah, I went in, I got those supers, and I got those supers up there. Okay, so we're gonna run through here. And we're gonna pick up that energy tank. Okay, yeah, I did have... Okay, it wasn't just my imagination. I did have 40 supers. Just didn't get that many drops. And here's another room that you won't see very much. This is one reason. And the other reason is just a missile reload. But there you go. In case you need it, there it is. Okay, so, you know, you can use your wall jumps here, if you remember how to do that. But you can also grapple your way up. So there's a lot of grappling in this room. It's kind of a clinic. So we'll do the grapple strats. Oh yeah, this is probably the hardest one. Kind of tricky to wall jump too, because there's a bend in the. There we go. Okay, and a save there is highly recommended. And there's an energy fill up. Why not? Okay, and we're gonna grapple across here. And these spikes are neutralized. They don't do anything. But you can fall through here. Okay, that was kind of wasting some supers, but whatevs. Okay, let's blow up these turrets. They shoot little things at you. Oh no! He's caught me! What am I gonna do? All I've got is my grapple beam. So assuming you have the grapple beam, that's definitely the way I would recommend to kill him. It's not the fastest way. The fastest way is to shine spark into him, but you don't have quite enough space here to go into shine spark ordinarily, so you have to do like a short charge, and so you have to tap tap your dash button in a certain way to do it. So for us, grapple kill is fine. And you can use ammo, like you can shoot at its underbelly a lot. It'll take a while, but you can kill him that way. So space jump. Fun, fun, fun. You just wait until you're going down a bit and you hit jump again and you can jump again. And if you're down here for some reason and you didn't get gravity suit, you can get stuck in there. Like you sort of have to, if you're doing a gravity suitless run, you have to sort of plan in advance how you're going to get out. Like in randomizer and stuff. So in randomizer, they never put gravity suit this far into Maridia. Okay, now which way do I want to go? I could take that new route opens up. You can see like in the middle of the screen there, that big blue room. That opens up after you kill the boss. No, Dragon. Dragon is the name. Botwoon was the snake. But we want to go via the energy tank room, it says in my notes. Okay, so I want to go this way. And I want to do the right... Okay, alright. Okay, gotta get some speed ups here, so maybe I'll come back in here. Okay, run, run, run. And there's another, yeah, you can sort of see on the other side, there's a similar room. This is just a little area where all the sand falls lead to. Okay, I want the right side. So yeah, there are two sort of sand falls like this, and you want to go down this right side one first. It's the easier one to do. Nice having space jump too. Okay, so I'm just gonna carefully, yeah, and then I'm just gonna fall and then hug left. I'll get the power bombs. And we end up back in here again. Well, I don't think we were ever in this particular room, but we were in one just like it, over to the left. Okay, this is fun, fun, fun. Okay, so basically we need to make this grapple block disappear, and then sort of get up in this hole that's left behind. And we're gonna space jump up this wall. Come on. There we go. These guys are not fun. Surprisingly, they didn't interfere with me too badly. You can also ice clip up from below there, but that's quite difficult. At least it's more difficult than the ice clip that I showed you back in the Metroid room. But sometimes it's necessary in randomizer because there'll be a, spoiler alert, a major item through here, so... Just wanna let him finish his job. And that creature was called Shack Tool, but it's actually an enemy. It's kind of like Bomb a Turtle. It can hurt you. Spring Ball. Arguably the greatest item in the game. It is super convenient. You can just do this all day. Okay, we'll get some momentum and Just try bouncing along the ceiling. And here's the pipe again. Now that we have space jump, we can... Well, I guess we could have gotten up here anyway. But this room is trickier. And also wall jump up pretty easily. Oh no! Space pirates! They're the kind I can't kill, except with speed booster. It's kind of difficult. What if I kill this guy with speed booster? Nah, I don't really have enough space. Plasma Bam. I wonder if this'll help. Oh, that's handy. So yeah, the plasma beam, which becomes a, and by the way, you can't get in here even if you could wall jump up. You can't get in here until you defeat Dragon. But yeah, now you have the plasma beam. You can roast these pirates. But this room is dangerous in randomizer because that item might not be the plasma beam. So you could get in here and you don't necessarily have a way to get out, unless you have unless you know how to use speed booster to shine spark all those pirates, and that's going to be difficult. There's also, like, you can also crash into things when you're speed boostering, and it kind of like it creates an echo, so you can use those to defeat the pirates too. No, I don't want to go that way. I actually want to go the new route that opened up, but I want to take it in reverse of the way people would usually go. So this is basically what enables you to cross between the two sides of Upper Maridia, the way from the wrecked ship and then the part near Dragon. I guess we could. I guess I need some more speed. Okay, and we're just gonna go down here this time. And here's the other side, if you were curious. Boy, I almost want to save here, just to be sure that I don't, but I think you can run. There we go. Okay, so dashing will do it. Just to make sure that I get over to this left sandfall. Because you gotta go all the way around if you don't go down the one that you mean to. And that's not fun. Okay, so this is a little tricky. So you see this is a crumble block, but you can bounce, you can do, no, there we go, I got up. Your spring ball will let you bounce off crumble blocks just by holding B, so. So we got our last reserve tank, some missiles. So that major item there, well, in randomizer, anything that's like a tank or like an upgrade is considered a major item. And the major item that's here, it's one of the last ones that doesn't require gravity suit. Boy, I played one seed once where gravity suit was here, and you have a heck of a time getting up in here. It is so difficult. Not fun. So anyway, I definitely like to save the left sand slide for the second trip because the spring ball makes it so much easier. And I think that's pretty much it for Maridia. We're done here. We will be back for a quick visit later, but we're just going to be passing through. Guess we're done with the crate area too, aren't we? Okay. Now, so if you hadn't, and the reason why I'm sort of going this direction is, well, we'll show you some new rooms, but it's also a good time to get that missile in the crumble shaft if you missed it earlier. Because now you have space jumps, so you should just be able to waltz over here pretty easily. And this is a good chance to see some rooms that I haven't shown yet. And this is just like a area that leads from the room that went to the long Frog Speedway. And there's a blue gate up there. And here's the Nutella refill. Another blue gate. And we're back at the lava dive room, because we're going to do our lava dive. And we are ridiculously well equipped. We've got nothing to worry about. And now we can freeze these guys. Okay, I guess you need plasma and ice to freeze these guys. Easy peasy. And I would definitely recommend that you save here. Ouch. Almost had that. Okay, now this guy... Well, I guess you don't really see what I'm talking about yet. But he's another one of those helper statues. But this one will only help you if you have space jump. I think that's just to prevent people from getting, too far ahead of themselves. But I figure, like, if you've gotten here without space jump, it means you know how to do a lava dive. And so, I figure anybody who's doing lava dives, I don't think you really need to look out for them too much. So, but that's how it is. You need the space jump. But there is another way to get. You can do a green gate glitch and come at the room below me here from the other direction. But to get here, you do have to get that lava drain. So now, you want to get across to that missile. Unfortunately, these are crumble blocks. So, since we have spring ball, we're going to use our spring ball technique, and we're just going to hold down B and make it across. And of course, you can also, space jump across, but you gotta be, it's tricky. You can, oh no! See? So, ouch. Was this another helper statue? What are you gonna, oh no, not this again. Okay, so, what you want to do for this guy, and he's kind of interesting. You shoot, he dodges most missiles. Supers, he picks up and throws at you, so you gotta like shoot him supers again and again. And he's pretty tough, but if you just sort of get yourself in right here, you're basically set. There's no, he can't hurt you, and you can get in lots and lots of charged plasma shots, which is probably the quickest way to kill him, really. The supers might be alright, but let's save our supers. And there we go. And that was one of the hardest bosses when I was a kid, but now that you know where the safe spot to stand is, he's really a pushover. And there's a special category of Super Metroid competitive play called GT Code or GT Classic. Basically, there's a debug code that you can enter as you make it the room transition, and it'll set your items to a certain state. Like so many energy tanks, so many missiles, so many of this, so many of that. All the major items except screw attack, which I just got, which lets you crumble, which lets you destroy all these blocks. So it's an interesting category. The trick is to one of the categories is, I think, GT maximum %. So like the idea is to collect as few items as possible, then come down here and trigger the code, and then go and collect all the items that you didn't collect before. And so you end up having like just insane numbers of everything. So this is the green gate I was talking about. It's pretty, you can glitch this one and get to screw attack from this side. And you don't even have to fight the boss. So up above me there's a room with pirates and flame shooters and things, and we're gonna see a very similar room, so I'm not too concerned about showing it. It's kind of like this room. In fact, this room is called the worst room in the game. Because getting through here without, space jump and screw attack is really tricky. So here we just want to be careful. Just gonna watch our X-ray here. Okay, so we can shoot this beam, that's no problem. And just be careful here because these blocks can be shot away or screw attacked away, and then there's crumble blocks on the next layer. So we want to get over here and just lay one little bomb and fall here. get our Mickey Mouse missiles. Okay, so just go out to the very first square and jump up here. Okay, we're home free. Because you end up that takes you back to the area around the elevator that we came down on. So we don't want to go back there. Okay, this is amphitheater, I think this is called. So there's lava rising down below. So you want to get out before the lava rises. Not too hard if you have a gravity suit and space jump, screw attack, all the necessities. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go this way first. And pick up an energy tank. So depending on how you're traveling, it's either the last energy tank or the second to last energy tank. Probably have to wall jump if you didn't have space jump there. Okay, now we're gonna deal with some pretty tough customers here. These guys are called key hunters. They pack a wall. Well, you know, they pack a wallop if you're trying to destroy them with like beams and missiles, but screw attack, they just die right away. So yeah, definitely screw attack these guys. Yeah, here's a save. Highly, highly recommended you take this save. This whole area is pretty much, yeah, this whole area was all not included in the map data. I guess I could just use the super there. Yeah. So there's like a platform that raises up. You can sort of see it. No, does it go? Come on. You can use the super to activate it, yeah, and it just does that. If you want. Not a super, I mean a power bomb. More power bombs. And these are called the power bombs of shame, which I think that's like a RBO kind of term. Reverse boss order. I think it's if you're down here and you're down here without even having the various suit and you're taking heat damage, and you need the bombs to do a crystal flash. So these guys are metal pirates. They're unique, they're special, they only appear in this room, and you can only shoot them when they're gold. But it's just a couple of charged shots when they're gold will get them. Charged plasma shots, or just charged shots in general. Or supers, or whatever, but they have to be gold. I think you kind of have to... Come on, guys. There we go. You just sort of back off a little bit, and then you make him... Alright, come on. Come on, buddy. This guy isn't triggering. There we go. Just gotta make them do that diagonal jump and turn gold. Yeah, I could hang around here and reload. Or I could hang around in here and reload. There we go. So that's all our opening door obligations taken care of. Now here, the best way to farm is with the grappling beam. we'll just duck and get all our supers and energy refilled, which I recommend you do. Oh, I got a full complement of 50 supers. Good, good, good. Oh, I still haven't filled up that reserve tank I got in Maridia. Okay, we're done now. Oh, hey! Remember me? Okay. So, supers are the fastest way to deal Ridley. They actually do special bonus damage. They do twice as much damage as they ordinarily would, so definitely load up with supers. Try not to miss too many of them, though, like I'm doing. Because they're pretty valuable. Oh! I think that's it. Okay, well, we still had supers to spare. So that just goes to show you how much easier doing a 100% route is than trying to skip items to save time, which is what the official Nintendo guidebook recommended people do in order to make the 3 hours. You really don't need to do that. It's just all about the routing. You just gotta get a half decent route, and you can easily come in under 3 hours game time. And and of course all the fights go so much quicker, so you kind of almost make up for the collection time. So that's really convenient that there was an energy tank behind Ridley, so you're back up to full health for the trip back, which is not trivial. People have died. Many runs have come to an end on the trip home from Ridley. I mean, I think we're fine, but screw attack is just so overpowered. Save there too if you're low on health, if the key hunters are giving you grief. Of course, if you save and have low health, you're almost stuck. So if you have really low health, you might want to just take your chances and then go fight Ridley again and try to get out with more health. I don't know. Try to spend less time in the lava. This area here is called the Spring Ball Maze. So we need to get up here. Jump. Jump, and jump. Okay, now that's our full complement of power bombs. I don't know why they put 50 power bombs in this game. You have to need that many. There are special beam attacks you can do, and when you equip the charge beam and one other beam, you can do special beam attacks with your power bombs. So yeah, I guess I'll show those off. There's only a couple of them that are ever actually used in competitive play. And that's it. That is the last item in the game. We are fully loaded. We have everything. Just some 3 musketeers to bid us farewell to Lower Norfair. Okay, so that's it. So now you're out of Lower Norfair, but this is still a heat room, so you're not completely in the clear yet if you're doing this without Varia. Imagine dying here and having to go back and fight Ridley again. Cack. So this is it. This is our final farewell to Norfair. No reason to come back here again. Seems dangerous. That's all power bombs. Okay, so we're gonna go up this way. Just dip into Main Street. Work our way up here. Of course, you can always go up Red Tower too, but I think this is faster. And here we are, at the very top of the second half of Red Tower, where the power bombs and stuff were found. And that's it. We're going back up to Criteria. Definitely need some supers. At least I do, the way I play. Okay, I'm going to show you those special beam attacks. Why not? Yeah, let's save first. Okay, yeah, so there's some special beam attacks you can do if you equip the charge beam and one other beam. So let's do ice first. Go to your power bombs, and then just charge up, and then you get this nice little ice shield. It's pretty powerful. It'll freeze some critters. Can I take it through doors? No, I guess not. Let's do them in here actually, since we got some enemies. Yeah, that's pretty handy. Okay, so another beam is charge and wave. So let's go over here. And these are called X factors. And They're pretty handy on bosses. And charge and spazer. Charge and spazer. Oh, it just switched to spazer. Charge and spazer you never see people use. But there it is. And finally, charge and plasma. Just gonna find some enemies here. Wonder if it'll roast this guy. No, he's invulnerable, but these guys should be toast. There we go. Okay, so that's fun with special beam attacks. So let's... yeah, reset. $213, okay, so we're doing fine for time. You know what I want to do? And you may want to do this. This is actually a good idea. Copy your save. So I'm going to copy A over to B. Okay, copy complete. And we'll go back and... actually, now we're actually... I think I'll actually play in B. Okay. And you'll see why later. Alright, so we are fully loaded. We've explored the entire planet. We still haven't found that Metroid larvae. But there was that one place that I showed you earlier, where they had statues of the guardians of the various bosses. The guardians of the various areas, aka bosses. It's called the Terminator Room because you'll be back. New elevator. I wonder where it goes. Welcome to Turian. So you can save there if you want. No big deal. These guys, the easiest thing to do is to freeze them and super them. If they... I guess I'll show it. If they do get a hold of you... hello? Oh, maybe... What about this guy? Well, okay, we'll let him get a hold of you. So, you can, you can sort of bomb them to get them off of you. And you can even power bomb to just kill them. It takes 3 power bombs. The drop isn't as good, though. You get better drops if you freeze them and super them. So, that's what I recommend. And if you're completely hosed, you can always just go back in the door that you came through, and that will also get them off of you. But otherwise, they will just drain you and drain you and drain you until you're dead. You could even have a few of them on you at once for extra powerful suckage. Speaking of which. Can you actually get them off of you? I thought I got off of me earlier. Okay, guess supers it is. Power bombs, I mean. Alright. Okay. This room, I don't know, you can defeat these guys or not, it doesn't really matter. This room is but you know, they take a lot of supers to do it, so I wouldn't bother. This is the point of no return. This room, this is it. So, unless you want to, if you're going through this door, you're going on to beat the game. You can't return. So this is it. This is the point of no return, and here I go. So that's it. Can't go back. Oh, I wonder if that guy was gonna help me out, and something just happened to dry him up. I feel like I'm destroying somebody's collection of sandy things, sand sculptures. Oh hey! Remember me? Oh, you made a sand sculpture. Oh, that's nice. Oh, hey! No, get off. No. It's me, Samus, remember? Remember? I committed genocide, destroyed all your cousins, but I saved you. That would have happened to me. I don't want to use super. I don't want to use screw attack or blasters while it's still around, because I don't want to scare it off. I guess there's not really much I can do about that. Let's just use regular missiles here. Open that up. Okay. Now there is a way to skip that energy drain called the baby skip. Save some time. I don't do it though, because I'm not playing competitively. Okay, so I'm actually gonna save here because since I made a copy of my save, I'm not overwriting my main save, so I could explore the planet again if I wanted to. But once you save down here, you're down here, and that's it. So what I want to show now is something called the Zebetite skip. So there's a whole bunch of these barrier things, and they really make your life miserable. So what you have to do is freeze. Gosh, gotta freeze these guys, and then just sort of. Oh, I have to turn screw attack off too. Right, I forgot. I turn screw attack off, and you gotta do like a somersault, and you gotta like. It's tricky. You gotta do like you gotta jump off of the blue frozen thing and through take a little bit of damage, and then there we go. And then yeah, all these things go away. So that's really really super duper convenient, but I'm not going to expect you to be able to do that, so we'll go back to the save. $2.19, gosh, we're really cooking. So unless I want to destroy the final boss with a pea shooter, I should be able to come in under 3 hours. So what I will do here is I'll use missiles. But you gotta use quite a bit. So if you're low on ammo, the Zebetite skip is the way to go. Okay, and this requires a certain number of projectiles. There we go. Oh boy. Oh, I don't want to miss those. Guess that's it for supers. Hey, what happened to my ammo? Now I can't get up. Hey! We're saved. Are you gonna attack me too? Ah. Oh. Okay, oh gosh. When you attacked me up there, I thought that we weren't cool, but I guess this means we're cool? Alright. That's good, I like being cool. Okay, you better back off. Don't wanna hang around me too long. He was doing some pretty big damage there. Oh no. Oh boy. Well, guess I gotta take care of this myself. Hyper beam, huh? Wonder if that's any good. Okay, guess we gotta run. Oh, crud. Forgot to press down. There we go, and that's an example of shine spark damage? I don't know, echo damage. Something killed us. And I don't think any of the enemies have drops, so not that you need them, but... Okay, so now I'm just gonna clear this out. Run, run, run. Much faster than climbing. And this is the only other door that's open in the entire place. Hey! You guys need a hand? Alright, there you go. Come on, the lava! The lava! Get out of the lava! So the only sign that you saved the animals, as it's called, was there was a little pink dot shooting off to the right, just as the planet was, just after the planet explosion was finished. So that was Super Metroid. It was nice to get it done in 3 episodes, and now I've got my system back. I can put in any other cartridge I want. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is, because I had already started in a Link to the Past recording with my older setup, but I never finished it. I got partway into the Dark World dungeons and kind of ran out of steam. So I think I'll do that recording again with better routing, probably also like 100% chests or something like that, which is actually useful because randomizer gets you to a lot of chests that you wouldn't ordinarily open, so I think it's important to visit them all. So I will do that sometime in the coming months. I'd also like to do Super Mario World sometime. I mean, that's, kind of casually, Which is a game I couldn't really have done with my old setup because it didn't, for some reason, I just was never Never able to play Mario very well through the emulator. It's George Sinfield, not George Seinfeld. Well, I mean, the character was George Costanza, but I always think of that every time I see that name. Gunpei Yokoi, famous designer of the Game Boy. %. Perfection. We'll see you next mission.